Hi guys, this is Mike and this is part 2 of my 3-part series on solving the Rubik's Cube. This part will endeavor to explain how to solve the bottom 4 corners and the middle 4 edges at the same time. I'm doing this with the goal of requiring you to memorize as few algorithms as possible, in this case only 4. They are all either 3 or 4 moves, and they are really only 2 types of algorithms. Each one has a mirror version for doing it on the other side of the cube. Almost every situation that you'll find is going to be one of 4 situations that I am about to explain. If you see a situation that isn't one of these 4, a little bit of common sense will get you into one of those 4 situations. So to begin, let me go through these situations one at a time. Okay, situation number 1 is a very good one to have. It is when an edge piece that you're working with and a corner piece are both on top, touching each other, and the same colors other than white border each other. So you can see green borders green, red borders red. So we're ready to go. When this happens, position the white side of the corner piece right in front of you and have the side of the edge piece facing you, touching the same color center. So here they're touching, then I just rotate the cube so that the white side of the corner is facing me. If you find that corner piece on the left side, then do this. Left, front prime, left prime, front. And look, they're in the correct place. Next, here is that same situation where we have a blue bordering blue, orange bordering orange. Rotate the top so that the color of the edge piece facing you borders the same color centerpiece. Then rotate the cube so that the white side of the corner piece is facing you, and if you find it on the right side of the cube, then you do this. Right prime, front, right, front prime. And they are in the correct place. Here is situation number 2 that's very easy to deal with. It can be solved with a 3-move algorithm. And let me tell you what has to happen for it to work. As usual, both the edge piece and the corner piece that you want to place must be on top. Put the edge piece facing you on top in the middle. The corner piece must be in the back. And on the 2 pieces, you must have opposite colors on top, neither being white. So green, red, that's good. And finally, the white side of the corner piece must be facing off to the side, not in the back like that. Okay, if all these conditions are true, then consider the color of the edge piece on top, in this case green, then move it to the back such that the same color center is in front. In this case, it already was in back. So green here, green here. That moves the corner piece to the front. If that corner piece is on the left side, then you do this. Left prime, up, left. And there you go. They're in the right place. Here is the other way that you might encounter that same situation. So this time we're trying to place the red and green edge, the red, green, and white corner. Here is our red and green edge right in front of us. The corner piece is here, red, green, and white facing off to the side. So we're good. Again, consider the color on the top of the edge piece red and move it to the back with that same color center being in front. Now, if you find the corner piece on the right side, then you do this. Right, upper, right prime. And there you go. They are in the right position. Just 3 simple moves. Okay, ready for situation number 3, which is this is when you have the edge piece you want to work with, again, right in front of you. The corresponding corner piece that needs to go underneath it is in the back, but has the white side on top. This one is a little bit harder to explain, so pay attention. So again, consider the color of the edge piece that's on top, red. Then you want to move it away from that same color center, which will be on one side or the other. Think of it like a repelling magnet. So red here, move this edge away from that red center, a quarter turn like that. Then move the top 180 degrees, either way is fine. And now you will see these two nicely touch. Then move the front back the other way, like that. And now you have this situation which we've already seen before. Green borders green, red borders red, the white is here, and I already showed you how to handle that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. These are in the right place. Okay, here is the last situation. This one is the hardest to explain. For this to work, you have to have your edge piece again and start with it in the front. The corner piece that you want to put below it must be in the back. And this is the situation where you have the same color on top. In this case, it's blue both times. Oh, okay, once you know you're in that situation, rotate the cube so that that corner piece is facing you, not with the white in front, but with whatever the other side is, in this case orange. So now remember orange. Now what you want to do is rotate the top so that that corner piece, you have white facing you on the same side as that color that's off to the side. So we have orange off to the side here and the orange center. And by definition, we'll have white facing us. If that corner piece is on the left side, then what you do is this. Front prime up to front. And now we are in that situation that you have seen before, where we have the edge and the corner touching and the same colors bordering. Orange borders orange, blue borders blue. So I already explained how to solve this. Rotate it in place, orange touching the orange center, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are done. Here is the other version of that same situation. In this time we're trying to place the red and green edge, red, green, and white corner. We have the red and green edge right here in front of us, the corner piece to go below it in the back, and the same colors on top. So again, bring that corner piece this time in front of you. Start by having the white facing you, then consider what color is on the other side of it, not on top, but you know, along next to it this way. In this case it's green. Then you have the white side of the corner piece facing you, as well as the same color of that side off to the side. In this case, it was already in the right place. But let's say it was over here. We would say we have green here, so we need to move this corner piece such that the white side is on the same front face as the same color here. I hope that was clear. Once you have it in this position, if that corner piece is on the right side, then you simply do this. Front up to front prime. And yep, here they are. They are now, we have that situation we've seen before. Green borders green, red borders red, the white off to the side. Put it in place, 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are correctly in position. Let's put all that together now, shall we? Okay, now hold on. This part of the video is probably the hardest part to explain. I hope I don't lose you guys here. Goes without saying, watch this over and over as much as you want. Play around with your Rubik's Cube. Nobody ever said solving the Rubik's Cube was easy. Well, probably somebody said that, but it certainly wasn't me. What you'll soon find is that not every situation can be filed under one of the 4 situations that I just said. So if you see something else, then you have to just use a little bit of common sense to get into one of those situations. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's just jump right in here, shall we? The way I do it is I consider the edge piece right in front of me on the top, and I look for one that does not have white or yellow. This one has yellow, so let's rotate the top to another one. This one has yellow, so that's no good. That one has yellow, so that's no good. And here is one that's red and green, so that's good. Next, look for the corner piece that belongs underneath it. In this case, obviously the red, green, and white one. And I see it off to the side here. Okay, this is one of the 4 situations where we have the same color on top. So, like I said before, bring that corner piece to the front so that the white is facing you and the color off to the side matches the center in front of you. So red, red. Then, as I showed you before, do a front prime up to front. And now these are nicely connected. Then you do this algorithm, which I already told you, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now these 2 are in the right place. Okay, let's look for another edge piece to work with. Here is the blue and red. So we'll look for the blue, red, and white corner. I don't see it here on the top, so it must be on the bottom. There's no other place it could be. Here it is on the bottom here. So I'll move that to the top without messing up the edge. There. Okay, so now I have the edge that I want to work with and the corner both on top. So here's that situation where I have white on top. So I already explained what to do here. I matched the blue to blue, move the red top away from the red center, then rotate the top like that, the front, the edge back to the top, and now I have this situation which we have seen many times. And it's already positioned here right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and these 2 are done. Only the green and orange left to go. Here is the green and orange edge piece, and here is the green, orange, white corner piece. We have the same colors on top. So we have seen this situation before. Green, green. So we're good to go. Front prime up to front. And here, now they match. And then put that into the right position. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the bottom two layers are solved. Let's run through another one, shall we? Again, let's look for a good edge piece. This one is yellow, so that's no good. Okay, here's a good one, blue and orange. Next, look for the blue, orange, and white corner piece. Here it is back here. Okay, so in this situation, we have opposite colors on top, but the white side of the corner piece is facing to the back. In order for the algorithm that I said earlier to work, the white side has to be facing off to the side. So I'm going to make it face off to the side by moving the edge piece out of the way, doing the corner piece a quarter turn, and then moving the edge piece back up. And I'm going to do that carefully so I don't mess anything else up. And yeah, here's where you need to use a little bit of common sense to make sure you're not messing up anything. So edge piece down, corner to another location and move the edge piece back up. Now we have a situation that we've seen before. Opposite colors on top and the white side of the corner piece facing off to the side. So I already told you how to deal with that. So there we go. Okay, here is the red and blue edge. Here is the red, blue, and white corner piece. This is the same situation we just did. Opposites on top, white off to the side. So, yeah, move that edge away from the red center. 1, 2, 3, and now these are done. Okay, this has yellow, so that's no good. Yellow, that's no good. Okay, green and orange. And here's the corresponding corner piece, green, orange, white. But the corner piece is not oriented right because orange does not border orange. So let's break them apart and make sure you do this carefully. Again, I'm going to bring that corner piece down and then move the edge out of the way and then bring it back up carefully so that I don't mess up anything that I already accomplished. So when I move this back down, I want to make sure there's just junk back here, which there is. So bring that down. Top turn, bring that back up. So now we're in a situation we've seen before. So here's our green and orange edge, green, orange, white corner, white on top. So I already explained what to do here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And those two are in the right place. Okay, let's look for another good edge. Yellow, that's no good. Yellow, no good. Blue and green. I'm sorry. Blue and yellow, so that's no good. Okay, green and red. Let's look for the green, red, and white corner. Here it is. We have red facing on top both times. So I already told you how to deal with that. So just put that in the right position here. Do a front, upper 2, front prime. Now these are correctly touching. Move it into the position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those two are done, and the whole two bottom layers are done. So I hope that I've covered every kind of situation that you may encounter. I hope this didn't go too fast. I know this was tough. Again, I invite you to watch this over and over as much as you want. If you find the way I explained it wasn't to your liking, by all means look for another video that explains it more at your speed. So yeah, I hope to see you over in part 3 on how to do the top layer. And If it's any consolation, the top layer is much more robotic and algorithmic. There's not as much common sense that you need to use. So I'll see you in part 3. Bye guys.